going to do my line dressing, my favourite thing in the world. Not. I had a letter and a phone call from my heart devices, from a cardiologist, from heart devices, that it had been detected. So I normally get a SVT, so I've got a sinus ventricular tachycardia, which isn't a massive, great big huge deal as long as it's not constant. But they actually found, what's it called? They found an arterial tachycardia, which is quite a shock. The arterial tachycardia fibrillation thing. So that's a bit of a worry. So I have to go and have a MRI of the heart and see what's going on. And it's nothing to do with this guy here. So initially, when you've got a line that's very close to your heart or in your vena cava, your initial thought is, oh my god, maybe it's to do with that. But it's not. It's nothing to do with that. But I was really shocked when they said I've got a arterial tachycardia and I need a MRI with contrast and another test. I can't remember which one. Just what I need, because I haven't got enough already. Well, we're getting in gradually. So as I undo these, I tend to wipe here as I go round, just so that I don't get any germs around this area. It's just my preference. I think you develop things you do by yourself, what works for you, type of thing. Right, should be able to undo all of it now, technically. So that it's not so aggravated when I change it, which it does get aggravated. I've been leaving it for around 10 days so that it can settle. It might be easier coming down this way. It doesn't do much for your anxiety doing this, and then my hair's in it. My hair's growing, and I've not had hair coming down on it for a while because I've had short hair. Right. And ta-da! So it still stings a bit when I clean it. Not sure why. It just does. So when you clean a line, you go to that spot there where it's inserted, but you don't go back to that spot with the actual chloroprep stick or wipe. You then come outwards this way and clean around it, but you don't go back to that point. So this new sticky bit here, I've stuck it on to secure it before I'm dressing it, but at the same time I'm wiping it all so that it's good and sterile. This bit here, I hope you can see, this bit here I tend to clean like that. Give it a good wipe. And then you don't want to pull this taut because then it's really tight underneath. So I bend it in the middle first. Oh, there's the ring. Hang on. Okay. So what do I prefer to dress, this or the PICC line? This. Because with a PICC line, as soon as you take the tegaderm off, it can start to migrate its way out of your arm, unless you've got, I can't actually remember what it's called. It's something, a secure device that actually, the device has got like wires that holds it in place into your arm, which I don't really fancy anyway, but unless you've got one of those on. I think it's Securacaf, that's it, yeah. A Securacaf, but they look horrible. But if you don't have a Securacaf, you don't have a stitch in a PICC line. So I've had times when I've took a dressing off a PICC line and it started to navigate its way out of my arm before my eyes. That's not ideal, is it? So dressing, I prefer a Hickman. I've had a lot of trouble with this Hickman. I've had a big long journey with this Hickman, to be fair. A very long journey. With it getting infected, cellulitis, getting sepsis. The sepsis isn't all the line. I mean, they don't actually know where it comes from. But having the kidney tumour doesn't help matters. Sometimes I get urosepsis, sometimes it's in the line, sometimes they never know where it came from, and it is what it is. But when you have a line, they have to treat it, because if it is that line that's showing your high CRP, luckily every time I've been, my my cultures have actually been completely normal, which is brilliant and really good news, because you don't want your cultures positive ever. I had positive cultures a couple of years ago now, and I was back to remic with a PICC line, but I didn't even know. So that's the aspiration. If you notice, I put a little bit in, pull the blood out. You never want to flush without aspirating first. So you flush the tiniest little bit in. It's almost like telling it, I'm going to flush you. So a little bit in, and then aspirate backwards. So as you put a bit in, you directly pull some out. I'm going to be economical here. Find me a flush. So always give this line 2, always. These are really stiff. A lot easier than the glass ones, for sure. And I'm going to give it another one. Unclamp. I move my clamps up and down so that there's not like a kink in the line. And I use push pause, but I do push pause quite gently. And I'll explain that in a PICC line video that I'm going to do. why I do push pause so gently. Because I actually have a PICC line that's out of the arm, so it's a PICC line that we kept. And it was kept because we were going to the vascular surgeon. That's why we kept the PICC line. We didn't keep one, we kept many to take to the vascular surgeon with a report that I can't have any more PICC line. But this PICC line is out of the arm, and I can show all the workings of this PICC line, how they work. A PICC line can flip up into the jugular. And this is the one that I use for blood. Put a little bit in. Very, very minute amount that I'm putting in there. And then leave that hanging. Looks pretty, doesn't it? Oh,
no!
shit.
God, please, no! No!
Karen, can you quickly run me a flush? Sorry, I've got blood in the line, I've got no flush. Oh no.
No! God, please, no! No!
Thank you. Sorry, look, I've got blood hanging off and I had no flush. What woolly? No, I know I used 4 because I forgot I used 2 in the white one. The white one and the red one. There's several colours of the rainbow. I'll let you get up, probably give this 2 as well. Detach that. Oh, hi Binks. Binky sniffing my feet. So I do use push pause. I just don't do it aggressively. Right. Get another flush. And that's me done.